knocking everything over. Hi. I'll just see if a few more people come in. Let's get me a cup of tea. I'm not coming with the chat I was going to come with because I'm really tired. I put the heating on. When I put the heating on, it basically knocks me out. I get too warm and I get too tired. So, and I need an early night. So I thought I'd come with something else and I'll redo that one tomorrow. Sorry, just got in the kitchen. Using the microwave, which I know I shouldn't be doing, but I'm being very naughty. Yeah, it's getting cold here now, so tripping over everything. So, does anyone celebrate Halloween as it is tomorrow? I'm just wondering why I've never really properly celebrated Halloween. I think I did do a makeup thing last year as a cat on my face, but I didn't go out at Halloween. I've never really been interested in Halloween. Obviously, I said I used to be into like witchy stuff, but I don't mean that way, just nature's way. So when other people are like, oh yeah, I celebrate this and this, that and the other, I've never really been that interested in it. Well, I'll tell you about a video to go and watch that you might already know about, but when my mum came round, this is, I know this sounds really tight because I've got kids, but there's my contribution, and I'm even looking at that now thinking, but then again, it doesn't have to be how you see it as, obviously, as I was saying before, it's what they do, but was just this little tea light and this for Halloween. That is it. Looking out the window this morning, and you know, some of the people on the street have got their houses decorated. Sorry, my washing's out. House is decorated with Halloween stuff, obviously. And you know, for kids knocking at door or parties in and all that sort of stuff. Now, when my son was a little young, you know, my youngest one was a little bit younger than he is now. He still is young, but my friend was like, oh, you're taking him trick-or-treating? I was like, what, 1 year old? I was like, no. And one, I'm not going out in the cold because around this time this year it is cold like it is now and it's raining. Why would I be dragging my child around, especially at that age, going trick-or-treating? By the way, I'm not trying to put the dampener on Halloween. I know a lot of people love it. But I've never really been that fast with it, even though I've got kids. Because we know a lot of it's to do with advertising and buying stuff as usual, and that's a fact. And I've never really been that bothered about it. One, I sort of see it as begging. Some people, yeah, it might sound like a party pooper, but if you go and watch The Edge of Wonder on YouTube and see what they say, what it used to be. I'm not saying don't do it. I'm saying understand what is behind Halloween and what deep state use it for today. You might think different. And if you are going to dress up, I'd dress up as something really good, meaning something that fights evil, not dressed as a demon entity. If you know what I'm going on about, I'm not being a party pooper. I'm just saying, I'm thinking, was I a party pooper? I never was really that bothered about Halloween because one, it's a money spinner, fact. Obviously, little kids don't know this. You know, they just like dressing up. That's why they sort of did that thing, innit? They like dressing up in sweets. What attracts sweets like the child catcher, really, isn't it? In Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. But if you actually go and watch that, you'll see what was behind it, but what they still are doing. Some people won't believe this, but that's up to them. And I'm thinking maybe it's one of them things again where I've never really been into it. You know why kids go missing and stuff. I've never really been that much into it like some people get really overboard with it. It's because maybe I knew deep down that there's stuff behind it that's not good. Yeah. Hi, Sandy. If you get what I'm saying, I'm just saying, do you celebrate it? And even they say on that channel, you know, stay safe, go trick-or-treating, You know, they're not trying to put Halloween down. They're just saying people don't realise what's behind that holiday, that tomorrow, that day. A bit like Christmas, really. You know, but it's never really bothered me. My friends are like, oh, Halloween, and I'm like, yeah, but you know, I've not. I don't need to go knocking on people's door for sweets and stuff like that. There was once someone who was putting something in sweets and giving them out. You know, not good. I was like, because you just don't know. Uh, I do celebrate. Seems like they take everything. Yeah, they do. Because, like I said, there's twisted things, and I'm not saying don't do it. I'm just saying I've never really been that bothered about it. I celebrate an anniversary instead. Yeah, yeah. Well, that's what it used to be, didn't it? Because celebrate. That's what I do. I sort of think about people who are past. I'm not really bothered about the whole banging on people's doors for sweets and stuff like that. That just doesn't bother me. I'm not saying don't do it. I'm saying about myself. And I think they were saying if you want, it's just interesting going to watch it. It's just so you know what's behind it. It's not saying stop doing it. Like you said, they do take stuff away from us, but they are still doing it now. Um, and they were saying something about what it used to be, and it was inviting the ones obviously that had gone, that had gone, passed over. Fairies as well, like a Celtic thing, fairies. But then they said obviously evil spirits could come in. So they used to dress up as apparently monsters and things like that, scary things, to trick the demons, whatever you want to call it, from knowing that they weren't demons, which makes me laugh because I had a dream last night that I think I was on a spaceship, I don't know what it was, something like that, with a Chinese guy and somebody else. We were looking for something, and I remember we were sat in this place where there was other aliens and human races and all sorts mixed up with, but we were disguising ourselves as aliens because we didn't want the bad ones to know we were humans, even though there was humans in different races. It was really mad, and it had crystals in it, and we were looking for something. I don't know what we were looking for, but that just made me laugh now because they were saying that's why we used to dress up to hide from these entities to make it look like we were monsters, if you know what I mean. So yeah, it's quite funny. They say all magic bad, dressing up. Yeah, that's what I mean. That's why I said, oh, they'll say witches and this, that, blah, blah, blah. Oh, magic isn't bad because magic is, I reckon, I think magic is what they said back in the old days. It's like science. But like I said, I'll be talking about that maybe tomorrow and Friday. I'll be doing a bit of a chat on that. Um, Brits celebrate Halloween. Yes, they do, but it all stems from America, really, because I see America as their little playground. They sort of test things over your end, and if it works, the world follows suits. It follows suits, doesn't it? That's why I always say, with the thing with Q and everything, people say, why look over there? It's like, because if America sneezes, the world catches a cold. Tonight is dangerous. Yeah, and it's not a good celebration. We see it as fun. This is what I'm trying to say. We see it as fun and a bit of, dressing up this, that, and the other in kids, because kids are like it, sweets involved in dressing up. Why wouldn't kids not, wouldn't like it? What I'm saying is, it's not wrong for you not to do it. I'm saying what it is what they use it for. What they use it for. And what they're still using it for. Which they've said on Edge of Wonder, but they've not gone into it because we don't need to go into it. Most of us know. But yeah, so it just makes you think. That thing again makes you think about stuff. The way they turn things. Yes, I've just seen that about Muller. Hi, isn't that funny? What they saying about? Because I just said to my dad, I can't remember what's what. Who's on the? I get confused with all the names. The cake was lovely. And I just saw the Muller thing and I went, oh God, which one's that now? I can't remember. And he said, well, I thought it was bad, but he obviously isn't because what are they all shouting? Because he's going after Hillary really now on a witch hunt, and he so. What are they saying about Muller, people? Here we go again. Can't come up with anything original at all. What are they coming out with again? Is it anything to do with sexual abuse or anything like that? Is it? Yeah, but there might be a twist, we don't know. But it's funny why are they going after him? And why are they saying the same thing that they said about Kavanaugh? I don't know. Yeah. Well, yeah. Oh, yeah. We all love Trump on here. Trump and Q. Whoop, whoop. Yes. Oh, it's on 17. USA. I'm moving to USA. You'll have to let me in. You let me over the border. My intentions are good. But you know, maybe I'll have a dream one day that maybe one day, wouldn't it be great if I ever met Trump or JFK Jr. even, both of them. And that's what I was laughing about before with the VIP QAnon picture with Trump t-shirt on at the rally, and people still don't get it. Q plus. Oh my god, it's hilarious. But like I said, I'm not saying don't enjoy Halloween. I'm saying stay safe, but realise the reasons to what Halloween is and what's still been going on. We can start. Oh, it's already started. Yep. So yeah, I'm just thinking. Oh, so they're saying that about Mueller now, are they? Oh. Yeah. All right then. Yeah. Anyone want to give me a green card? Well, could I not get by on I don't know how it really goes, you know, do you have to wait a long time doing it legally, obviously, because that's what we want, don't we, everywhere? But could I not get in on merit as of I've been quite patriotic to America or something like that? So they might like fast track me. I'm only kidding. Yeah. But after, yeah, every time I put the heating on, I just get really, really tired. I'm going to start yawning. Oh, keep close. Oh. Well, yeah, if you've not checked Edge of Wonders channel out anyway, it's a really good channel. But they're only telling you what's the sort of story behind Halloween. It's not say, you know, don't celebrate it. Just be aware, especially around with the kids if they're going out on their own and stuff like that. You know. Yeah. We need to say Halloween. Yeah, we need to play them at their own game of Halloween, don't we? That's what I'm saying. If you're gonna dress up as Halloween, who saw the kid that was dressed? I'm not saying it's a bad thing for us. We don't see it as a bad thing. They see it as a ritual for, you know what I mean. If you go and find out about it, but what I'm saying is, I'm just saying that I've never really celebrated it that much. It's never interested me that much because maybe I had a knowing that it's not, you know what I mean, that side of it. Anyway, doesn't matter. Who saw the kid that was dressed up? I don't know if it was from last year or it was showing you what he's being this year on Halloween. It was a little boy dressed as Trump and the little girl dressed as Hillary, and he goes, "I'm Donald Day Trump." I think it's Donald Day, Dolly Daydream, Donald J Trump. And she goes, "Yeah, I'm Hillary." He goes, "Shut up," you know, like Trump does because it's Hillary. So funny. So if you're gonna go dressed up, go with something good like that that really antagonises them lot, you know, the demons, the democrats, you know, go with something good. Dress up as Jesus or something, or, you know, the good things. I'm very tired. It's just because I put the heating on. Oh, I do. I didn't have a good night's sleep. I was having this weird dream. And what Hillary's being caught out saying, she's just disgusted. Well, we know she's disgusted anyway, but, you know. Mm, it was 1991 last time I dressed up. Yeah. Dress up as a NPC. mm. Hello. Well, I'm just wondering if anyone watches that channel as well. Edge of Wonder. They've got a new one up they did about an hour ago about Halloween and what the story behind the sort of deep state story. And a woman who spoke out because she was in the Illuminati. And it also mentions our Queen Elizabeth as well. So, you can do a bit of research on it. They don't tell you everything, but, it's a bit like, I think I was drawing before, actually. I'm always drawing. What was I drawing? I mean, surprise, surprise, it was a face, but, and I was trying to design a picture for, only like a quick scruffy one of, bags. So, what was that? We pilot like in 1999. Do, 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 do. Ooh, what's the connection with 1999? Dun, dun. Yes, I'm really happy about the Q military Q shape with someone stood in the middle, the only one with a suit and a stripy tie, like the stripy tie that Vincent Fusker was wearing. Oh my god. Thank you, Scarlett. I was like, yeah. Must be a coincidence though, hey? Yeah. Well, Prince, Purple Rain. Purple Rain. Do you know what that Purple Rain stands for? What did Prince know? Purple Rain. The colour purple? Who wears a lot of purple? What is connected to purple? Oh. If anyone knows the Prince story. I don't think we're not celebrating it. It's what it is they do this. We know the sort of stuff they do. They put out to us like certain Rothschilds. There's certain the monarchy. There's certain like fashions you can wear and that we don't know we're wearing it. We don't see it like that. But when they see us all going around celebrating certain stuff, dressed up as demons and that, it's more power to them, if you know what I mean. It's not to us because we don't see it as like. It's sort of chat that I'm going to do on Friday about the way you think and stuff, but they're trying to put it out more to us to make it more. If you watch that video, it sort of makes sense when they're saying to make it more acceptable about no empathy about, you know what I'm talking about. But it doesn't mean you don't have to celebrate. That's what I'm trying to say, because we don't see it like that. Like, if a lot of people found out, because don't forget that video they've just put up doesn't tell you everything, and if a lot of people knew, they wouldn't want to celebrate it. But that's probably another thing of that their way as well, because they have to gate crash everything, don't they? That's what I'm saying. They have to gate crash everything. Purple haze. Oh. Well, didn't Prince die on the Queen's birthday? Prince, the Queen, Prince the singer, by the way. Purple Rain. Who has a purple rain, as in rain of being in control. So there's also other things that it means as well. Yeah. That's what I mean. That's what I mean. And they laugh at us because we're celebrating something we don't know the backstory to. Even if they've took over it, if it's been taken over, they've took over it for ages. But I'm saying, don't worry about it. We don't see it like that, but they laugh at us for running around like, eh. But it's not even that. It's what they're doing days running up before it, and why lots of kids go missing in national parks and places. I just think of the child catcher. I just think of sweeties and all that sort of stuff. But I'm not saying don't do it, but be aware things need to be talked about, people. Yeah, I've never really took my kids out doing it. I just think it's fair enough if you're having a little party, celebrate your past loved ones that have gone. That's what I see it as, remembering the times when I think that's what it was. It got taken over to bring kids in. Bit like Disney World, really, if you look into that. And people got arrested, haven't they? You know, Walt Disney, 666 and all that. I mean, that attracts a lot of kids, doesn't it? Walt Disney, because it's that thing that attracts kids. But yeah, to celebrate past ones, but they sort of, you know, turned it into something else. It wouldn't cross our minds though, because we don't know about it. But what I'm saying is there is a backstory behind it, and it's still going on with certain people. Not us normies, not us normies as in the normie sense, as in taking that off me, as in um, you know, people who are just enjoying it, you know, as a fun thing, you know, dress up sort of thing. That's what people enjoy. Not that way. They enjoy it in a totally different way. We enjoy it as like dressing up, you know, sweets. Kids like sweets, obviously, dressing up, having a bit of a party. Who doesn't enjoy that? But theirs isn't about that, is it? So, but yeah, but you wouldn't celebrate that because that's not what we'd see it as. Yeah, I keep saying to watch the dates of missing children. Exactly. Dates of satanic calendar. I was told in a Catholic church that we were scaring the demons away from All Saints Day on November. There's just loads going on. That's what I mean. I'm not saying don't enjoy it. I'm just saying, you know, because you're not the people that are celebrating in the way they celebrate. Obviously, they're not, they're not running around knocking on doors for sweets and dressing up for fun. They're dressing up and doing something absolutely, totally different. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, the little kids love it. That's what I mean. They don't know they're innocent or every, you know, they are innocent in all this. I'm just saying people should be aware, um, because we are taking our stuff back to what it was meant to be properly, and that's what we need to learn. Because people get too wrapped up in the materialistic. It's a money spinning thing as well, isn't it? Like Christmas and stuff. I know it's like people, oh no, you know, kids and all that. I know that. You know, I still celebrate Christmas, but you can think of it a different way. See, tomorrow I'll have a couple of candles on, and I've got pictures of my nana and granddad and that past my nanas and granddads, I should say. You know, past loved ones. I'll just be thinking about them. Um, and I don't get many kids knocking on the door anyway, so that doesn't really bother me. Well, I was just saying because you know it's tomorrow, and I just wanted to say, you know, if you haven't seen The Edge of Wonder, not just to watch, yeah, Day of the Dead, not just to watch that video. They've got great videos on Q and everything and all that sort of stuff. And they are two really good guys. And that's what they say, you know, enjoy it, just be safe. I'm not saying don't do it, you know. Oh, yeah, they are. Yeah, Mexico, because that's the cartoon, isn't that cartoon, The Day of the Dead or something? Yeah, they are. And they do really celebrate their ancestors. That's what I think's beautiful because that's what I'm trying to say as well. We don't look at that stuff sometimes. So, you know, newer generations are more into just the party. You know, it's a party. You know, we want to get some sweets, just want to go and knock on people's doors. I used to see it as begging, really. Going getting some sweets and that sort of stuff, but not really thinking about maybe grandparents and parents and people like that who we've lost in the past. That's what it was all about. But we get lost. That's what I'm trying to say. It's like not celebrating it, but they totally turned it into something different. So that's what I mean. Mm, mm. But yeah, I'm not doing my chat tonight about what I was going to talk about. The yeah, what was I going to say? I'm really tired. On the whole Tesla thing with what was it? USS Ed. Oh, what's the come on, someone? What's the Navy boat called? The military boat. You're going as a white man. Scary. Go as Maxine Waters and shout, impeach 45. Well, you could go as Hillary Clinton, you know. You could go as, what did we say? Rosenstein. I can't remember what were the names we were coming up with last time. You know, you could go as them scary. Go as Deep State. They're pretty scary. That's what I mean. if you're gonna do it good, like that little lad dressed up as Trump and the little girl was Hillary. It was hilarious. He even sounded like Trump. So funny. Go as the things that they hate. You know, who could they not stand? Dress up as them. Yeah, yes, in Latin America and Mexico too. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. People forget the what we were actually celebrating on certain holidays, and get too mixed up with the buying and the materialistic and that sort of stuff. It can still be fun, but people forget what we're actually celebrating. We're celebrating the Day of the Dead, people in our families and that we know that have passed, and that was where they were supposed to come in for, I don't know, midnight for whatever, blah blah blah. That's what I'm sort of saying. But yeah, think of what would they really hate you to dress up as? Go as that. What would the Democrats? You should all just dress up as Trump. I mean, that's it. I mean, there you go. Dress up as anyone who they can't stand. This was hilarious. Just dress up as Jesus Christ or something, And what do they do? Do they dress all the cemetery up sort of thing, or like flowers? And I have seen stuff like that. So I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying, we forget. Not all of us forget. We forget. Too lost up in the other stuff. Trump costume, yeah. It's not a hard one to do, is it? Just trying to think, what would they really hate? Dress up as Elvis, yeah. Who, apart from Trump, who could you all go as? Oh, has anyone noticed the picture of Vincent Fusca with the stripy tie on? The guy in the suit in the military queue, where they made the military queue with the bodies, and there's one guy stood there in a suit and his stripy tie. It's a bit like the stripy tie that Vincent Fusca's wearing at the rally. And it's blurry, the face, but who does it look like? The only one stood in a suit. Looks like someone to me. Oh, wouldn't it be good if you come out tomorrow? Because then it'd be like the Day of the Dead, supposedly. Hey, maybe. I'm just saying, maybe. There might be a funny... Trump's not doing a rally, is it? There might be something good for tomorrow on Halloween, as in... That could be shown somewhere. That'd be pretty frightening to him, wouldn't it? Yeah, Vuska is like Emmett, really. Yeah, of course he is. Emmett the Clown. But can you imagine if it's the Night of the Dead? JFK Jr. can show himself a little bit more, couldn't he? Dolly is Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman. I seen a picture of Trump, and what did someone put behind it? Iron Man. That was good. Oh, there was a picture. It's on Twitter somewhere. It's on my Twitter as well, J9 and on. Of the military, so it's out there. The US military with they're making a queue with the body all stood, and loads stood inside, and there's one person stood in it. You can tell it's a queue, the shape of it, the way they stood, and there's one person stood inside with a suit on. None of them have got suits on. They've got the uniforms on, the military, the army, whatever. And then just inside is the guy stood there, face fuzzed out a little bit, hairline looks the same to me, with a stripy tie on. He's in a suit. What is Q? Military and non-military. Who is part of Q? Oh, is he doing rallies for the next 6 days? Is he doing one tomorrow, Halloween? Because I will wet myself. Oh, I will wet myself. You might get people at the rallies that are dressed up in Halloween stuff because it's Halloween. You can still do it. And can you imagine? I just can't. I'm gonna laugh. Yeah, check it out. It'll be around on. A lot of people put it on Twitter who are into Q and stuff. Yeah, I just thought it was amazing. It was hilarious. You know, you've even got Fox doing a commercial with Trump in, and then at the end of it, it says, "Where we go one, we go all," on a commercial. Yeah, so if someone said queue is 10 people only and 3 not military, yeah, it's not all of the military. What I'm saying is there's military there because they're part of queue. And then you've got 3 who are not military, so who could the 3 be? JFK Jr., Trump, Flynn, or whatever. And who saw, what was Flynn? What was that? I was really looking at something before about Flynn. What was that video? Oh, what you remember when he said, he stood up and said, you know, live, we've got a digital army. Who's a digital army? We've got a digital army. I mean, I'd wee myself laughing. A digital army. We are the digital army. He said, we've got citizen reporters because the other reporters for mainstream media are not doing their job properly. Do you remember that? Globally, that's happening. So I love that. Yep. CNN still twisting the shooter stuff. Oh, they're just a joke, as we know. But also I watched. I'm gonna have to find out what I was watching earlier on because I was just getting shivers down my spine and like, oh my god, and I cannot stop listening. Oh, I'll tell you what it is. My dad's texted me something about the shooting. Was it Trump's? Oh, I'll have to see what it says about that after, unless he pops on in a minute. CNN communist. Oh, they're just yeah. I call them what do I call them? I can't remember what I call them. Jenny Hatch, who did the JFK, well, she's got a lot of great videos on there, obviously, but the one she did about JFK Jr., and I said the music on it just gets me every time. That Rewrite the Stars by The Greatest Showman, the musical, which I haven't seen, which I need to see, but I've obviously heard the song. I just love it because I love that song about rewriting the stars. That's what we're doing, rewriting history. And I love that film because a lot of people have seen it, so it's really good because it's like Trump, innit? He's the greatest showman. And I don't know who made that, but I was just thinking today, wouldn't it be funny if other people are behind the good stuff like that? Because JFK Jr. wanted to be an actor and all that, didn't he? I don't know, I'm just saying, you know, I'm just throwing it out there. But at the end of the day, The Greatest Showman's come out at the right time, you know, this year because, was it this year? Because Trump is the greatest showman. And that song's absolutely fantastic. And she plays a lot of that music in her Jenny Hatch videos, or a lot of the music off The Greatest Showman, the film. So I think it's brilliant. Trump went to Pittsburgh and I thought it was just protesting. Oh God, they're absolutely pathetic. What? Let me see what my dad's just saying. Sorry about that. My dad was just sending something from Imperial Brain or War Drummer video or whatever for, about the I don't know, I am half asleep. But yeah. So more people waking up in UK. Where we got Anna? You from the UK? Yeah. Yeah, I think there is. I've still been trying to help people, but they don't want the not. You know, I've sent things in a place today about the military with the queue and who stood in it, and you know the guy. Yeah, you know the guy. British Fight will be coming back as well. They'll be twittering back on Twitter. Yeah, yeah, Twitter when Q comes back. That's what they're doing. Because this other place that I go to, they're not into Aslan's Army. They're not into British Fight. They don't believe in Q over here. They love other. They're into other things I like, but they're not into it at all. They see it as a conspiracy. And I even sent them some stuff today about. Oh, you know the Q the VIP anon, the guy who wore the Q t-shirt with the angel wings on, saying "Greatest President Ever." It's got a Q in it, and then he had a picture taken with Trump with a letter on the back saying, "Was it plus meaning Q plus?" Because Trump's had a picture with an anon. And we know the story behind that, and we know about I'll have to throw it in tomorrow or something because I'm too tired to remember what video it was about. He asked trust the plan. I've always trusted the plan, always been on it. He asked Trump about Q. Do you think it's real? And Q went, I don't know, it could be. And he said, but the Q people are good. But still, these people don't look at it, so it doesn't really matter, really. You can't. I don't think you can really go looking into it now because it's just too late, isn't it? It's and I believe people are going back now to the first Q post because we know it's now. We know it's now. Everything's coming in. Everything's coming in when they said it would. It's that bonkers. It's that mad. They've had other help because the days are adding up. The things that they said would happen on the days, this, that, and the other, all coming together nicely. Little Hillary. Oh my God, I wanted to slap her face in before when she said that about, what's been going on Twitter that everyone's posted about her. And she sits there laughing. Can you imagine if it was the other way around? She sits there laughing when she says it. Like the evil bitch that she is. Like when she said, what was that thing she said ages ago where she said they came, they got killed or something. So that saying she said, she was sat there laughing about that. She's disgusting. Oh, well, we know. Well, no, she's not disgusting. She's just pure evil. Ugh. The Wicked Witch of the West. Definitely, she's a Wicked Witch of the West. She ain't a good witch either. She's no white witch, She's from the dark occult. She's from the dark side. We have to clean up Cal. I know, a lot of people, they've used places over there as, like I say, about experiments, about, sanctioned states and this, that, and the other, and just brainwashing people. Arrest very close now. I know, I can't wait. Q is on fire. He is on fire. Loving it. It's like the phoenix. He's just, but, I think I'm going to give up on the place where I tried to put some stuff in, which they'll be very happy about, but it doesn't really matter, does it? Because we who dare to look, see. Those who don't look don't know because they don't see, because they don't go and check it out. So what can I say? So yeah. So I hope you all have a happy Halloween anyway. Like I said, we don't believe it, as in we don't see it like that, but they do. Yeah. Oh, that's what she said, didn't she? We came, we saw, he died. Yeah, and she was talking about Gaddafi, the evil witch. Gaddafi knew what was going on, and that's why they killed him. And she sat there laughing. She ain't laughing now, is she? And neither is old Bummer, stood there making out, trying to take credit for what Trump's done. And we all see your little game. He's looking quite, well, because he's looking quite ill. They're both looking quite ill lately, aren't they? But yeah, check out Age of Wonder because they go into like the vampiric thing and the werewolves and stuff like that. People dress up on Halloween. They are a good channel if you haven't seen them. Even about that, they do go on about stuff that's going on, and they are a good pair of guys as well. One word, stressed. Oh yeah, they're definitely stressed. HRC is a black witch and in largest. Oh yeah, she is. Yeah. She's from the dark side, as in the dark occult. Also believes she dragged in Vicky Connell. Reason why Chris is dead. Well, there's a lot of reasons why a lot of people are dead with her. I mean, the count is absolutely ridiculous. But yeah, she did go to a witch doctor and that years ago as well with a husband, and they got into all that sort of stuff. But like I said, there's two sides. There's the light and there's the dark, and she went down the dark side. Chelsea Clinton she does wear the cross upside down, which means obviously we know what she supports because it's the other way around. Yep. Disgusting. I pass out from exhaustion. Yeah, Haitish, yep. They use all that sort of stuff that they cause over there to get the children. I don't know. But justice is coming, and this is why we're doing it. It's for the kids and the next generations and the next generations to come. But yeah, I'll have to remember what I was talking about this morning because I just don't. Oh, I need an early night. I'll go to get in bed and then I start researching other stuff. So it's a bit like early night. Donkey from Shrek. Ooh, Chelsea. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. That's what I mean, though. We all got. Well, I'm not saying all of us. We got the world got a bit complicit to a lot of stuff, and that's why all this crap's happened. And that's why I was saying it takes. It takes. Did you hear about HRC? Yeah, I just said that before. What she was saying today. She made the black joke and started laughing. She's absolutely disgusting. I'm glad it's gone round Twitter, showing her up for what she really is, even though we know anyway. Walk away movement. Yeah, hashtag walk away movement. But pray Trump puts JFK Jr. in effect. Well, before we go, did you see the slip up on Trey Gowdy on CNN? I think it was, they got him, and it was like he slipped up because my dad said, "Did you not see it?" I went, "Oh yeah, I heard what they said about JFK Jr." But he went, "No, listen to it." Just before he says JFK Jr., he said. He said something about Trump the other day, saying about we don't worship the government, we worship God. And then Trey Gowdy said, yeah, but it was all. But we also stand in America for believing what you want to believe. And he said like the president, whoever, and then he went and he said like the presidents, and he said some names, and he said JFK Jr. Now JFK Jr. wasn't a president, but I believe, was that a slip of the tongue? Because I believe he will end up president of the United States of America. Just saying. So I don't know if anyone saw that on CNN. If you haven't, go and check it out. The way he said it, interesting. So yeah. So I'm gonna go anyway because I can't stop yawning. Oh, too much researching and watching stuff I shouldn't be when I should be sleeping. As in, just when you're off to sleep and you see something, you can go, oh, I just watched that, and then you end up it's longer than it is. So, yes, I will try and finish with a chat off. But if you're going trick or treating, have a great one anyway. And if any of you are dressing up as something they hate, that'd be hilarious. But yes, I'll be doing it different tomorrow. Good night. So, yeah, I don't. Oh no, I'm gonna make you all tired out. I gotta stop yawning. Oh. Yeah, it's because I've had the heating on. It knocks me out. Makes me really tired. Mind you, this whole movement has made me very tired. I've been tired for near because I didn't get it on. I didn't get on it in November. It was January, so for that long, I've just been tired. Literally. So yeah, where we go one week a while, and like I said, if you are trick or treating, have a good time anyway. Make sure you know where your kids are and stuff, but have a good time anyway. And oh yeah, I do. Oh my god, I can't stop yawning. I have to go. Ah, beautiful dream. Do you know what I was just thinking? Yeah, lock them up. You know what I was thinking today as well. I love the word thank you now because I say it like thank you. I can't. That will always be there now. Every time I think of thank you, which sounds like Q anyway. We all say thank you. It's thank you to Q. It'll always be that way now. It's just my brain and the way it works. But yeah, anyway. All right, where we go one week all, and I'll see you soon. Bye.